Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 21st of April 2023. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the fairy tarot cards for today's reading. Let me show you what these look like. In terms of the astrology on this day, we have Mercury, the communication planet, that goes retrograde. And it stays retrograde until the 14th of May. So in terms of communication, that may become a little bit more problematic, especially anything kind of involving technology, exchange of information, transportation can also be affected. So if you want more information on that, check out the weekly horoscope. But for this reading, let's see what the cards have to say about Friday and what energy you'll be working with here. I love the silver lining on this deck, literally. A silver lining. I love that. Okay, so let's see. First card is the Ace of Spring. That's the Ace of Wands, which is really amazing considering we had a solar eclipse in Aries yesterday. Then we have Balance, which is usually the Temperance card. And then finally, the Four of Spring, which is the Four of Wands. Oh, so this is so positive. Again, I love this kind of season we're in. It's so optimistic. It's so much about taking charge of your life, accepting the blessings that life offers you, and kind of translating that into motivation and drive and passion and just a sense of fun and a willingness to experience all the good things. Then Temperance is about balance in the sense that your spiritual experience seems to be just as real as your physical experience. And when that happens, when the two sync up as such, then you're able to kind of understand your own purpose even more. In the regular Temperance card, it's an angel kind of swapping water between cups and dipping its toe into the water, and then this path to enlightenment appears on the side. So it's the spiritual conversation that's being had that allows you to understand something that you weren't able to see before. And then if you combine that with the Ace of Spring, the Ace of Wands, or this fire and passion and drive, you'll be able to immediately then jump on that realization and take the express train on the path to enlightenment. And then finally, the Four of Spring is a wedding. It's a celebration. I always say it's the best card in the deck because it's a gate card. Usually the two wands create a doorway. And it's about moving into a chapter of your life, which is like the golden era, basically. And it's whenever it shows up in a reading, it says that there's this opportunity to now start a chapter of your life which you can then look back on with very, very, very fond memories. So let's have a look at each card. So two minor arcana cards in the suit of Spring, which is fire. Fire is a masculine element that asks you to use your energy to transform things within yourself or in the world, to build and to use your energy for something specific and focused. And then Balance is the major arcana card, so this is the big theme of the day. So in terms of your practical circumstances, or you in terms of your body and your life and how you're feeling about things and your focus on what you want to be doing, that's very much supported by these two cards. So your eye is on the prize as such in the physical world and what you can actually do, so the actuals, right? And then we've got Balance, which is that conversation with the higher power. And it's interesting that in this case, in this card, it's a lion kind of pouring. I think this is based on the Glastonbury red spring and the white spring. I'll look at that in a second. But the lion itself is strength, right? So spiritual strength. And we've got this beautiful Queen of the Fairies here, kind of with this chalice receiving that strength and combining them. So it's interesting because Glastonbury in England is this amazing place where I used to live for like 5 years. And they do have these natural springs there. And one is the Red Well, the Chalice Well it's called. And it's got a lot of iron in it, so the residue makes the water really red, and it tastes obviously rich in iron. And then across the road is the White Spring, and that contains some sort of alkaline kind of almost like calcium kind of mineral, and it leaves behind a white residue. And on a spiritual level, the red is the physical, the root chakra, and the white is the spiritual. And it's perfect here. They combine, and here the focus with the red coming from the lion is physical strength, and then spiritual, like, stardom as such. I mean, she's not subtle. If you ran into this lady at the supermarket, you'd be like, wow. So, really, this is like, it is kind of like an eclipse, the Temperance card, because it's certain things just align at certain times in life, like the sun and the moon and their positions. Here, it's this combination of you as a human being having a spiritual experience, and they kind of align in a way that you see both. So you can see the bigger picture, and you can see the actuals as how you're going to go about doing the things that you want. And then with the Four of Spring, ultimately this is that doorway opening that gives you the opportunity to actually hop and skip to the castle over here where you want to be. So let's see what each card says underneath. We have, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happy. No, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Okay, so it's looking at life purpose also in terms of career and what you do for your job. And I love this fearlessness and happiness to pursue the things that you kind of treasure most and want to manifest. And then obviously, if it's important to you, there's an element of risk involved. What if this doesn't work out and I'm disappointed? So the cards are saying, don't let that stop you. Go for it. Take the risk. If it's going to work out on any day, it'll work out on this day. It does not get much more positive than this, really. So we're really still kind of being ushered into this opportunity to create magic in our lives via the eclipse. So that's, I feel, is still a strong influence. Check out that video if you want more information on this kind of fiery, enlightened energy. It's amazing because I mean, in terms of, imagine if you suddenly become enlightened, you have some sort of realization about something in yourself, and then you have all this extra energy. It means you can immediately get on the road with it. You can immediately take action. Okay, so the balance card says take everyone's input into consideration. Oh, really? Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Oh. I'm thinking balance is listen to your higher self and listen to your physical strength. And I was talking about this personal path to enlightenment opening it up. So this card is saying that other people may also drop things, which is something that totally changes your perspective and changes your viewpoint to give you a solution that you couldn't have considered yourself. And that is very interesting in the sense of Mercury being retrograde as well, because that is the gift of Mercury retrograde. Even though like travel is more annoying, you're able to see things differently and understand things which hadn't made sense before. Wow. So this is kind of like you're coming down a slide and you're immediately being thrown as you come off the slide into this other realm of realization, enlightenment, where you can see this positive, amazing future for yourself and you can immediately kind of step through. We're really like living in a magic period at the moment, that the opportunity to transform things is huge. Again, then finally, the Four of Spring, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. Okay. I think a wedding is more than just being content. It's thrilling. A thrilling personal life. Yeah. Okay, so number-wise, we've got the Ace, which is 1, and 14, that's 15, and 4 is 19. 1 and 9 is 10, and 10 reduces to 1 in numerology. And again, that's the vibration of the pioneer, the person who initiates, the boss, the person who does things solo, the leader. And in the tarot, it's the magician. So the person who listens to his spiritual guidance and then takes action in a practical sense to create magic on earth. So that's what this is. This is what my wedding's going to look like here. Yeah. All right, so I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.